That's my story of dealing with abuse, psychological and domestic abuse, sexual assault.
Ethan Hassan destiny is over. It's finally over. And Twitch is back to what they do best. Raping people. Our story starts at TwitchCon, one of the most professional events where nothing bad has ever happened. I know this looks bad. A woman broke every bone in her body because the foam pit was actually made of concrete. People keep getting drugged and molested. Pokemon was there. This is devastating. But this time, Twitch decreed no more rapes. There shall be no more rapes at TwitchCon.
Hello, a Garthan warrior. Artificially inseminate this Japanese woman with Aryan DNA in order to expand the white population.
So I cut left her. Insemination
Good work,
complete.
agent.
During TwitchCon 2025, a proud Discord user infiltrated the event, seeking to impregnate his half-Japanese queen. Thankfully, Emaru had hired a whole new private militia, which swooped in and eliminated the threat, whilst TwitchCon's level 1 security stood around doing nothing. She had to hire a new one because Twitch actually banned the previous security team for being too good at their jobs.
My previous favorite security guard was permabanned from TwitchCon because there was a stalker and he held him by the arm until police got there. And because of that, he was indefinitely banned from TwitchCon.
Which, you know, does explain a lot of their policy decisions. Thankfully, this incompetency didn't last long, as the Twitch head of policy flew in to sort the whole situation out, tracking down the rapist and giving him a 30-day ban, and then they released him, and then they refused to give his name to the police. Are we 100% sure that Hassan Piker didn't do this? Dan Clancy enters the scene, the ruler of Twitch, to give his ultimate response.
I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can, make it so that those people that you don't want engaging with you and participating with you aren't there.
There's nothing we can do. Basically, if you get raped in TwitchCon in the middle of the floor, don't go thinking that anyone's going to save you, because that's your responsibility. You should have ejected your rapist from the audience when you had the chance. But don't worry, not everyone thought Twitch was in the wrong here. Expert journalist Taylor Lozenge emerged, taking a break of her investigation of the Roblox ICE protests, claiming that no, one of the biggest Twitch streamers being raped in public was not indicative of poor security procedure. In fact, the security was so tight that she couldn't even get into the private party that all the famous people were invited to. This was just the beginning. This is what the experts would call a level 1 rape scenario on the Cosby scale. Because, as it turns out, Emaru was also being raped by Mizkif the whole time. Who is Mizkif? Well, I'll tell you, if anyone gives a shit. In his youth, Mizkif was determined to spend his entire life working for Jewish bankers as an investor. Impressing his future employers, he used his investment skills to transform $150,000 into $1,500. Then he had a heart attack and became a Twitch streamer. Mizkif, much like basically every other Twitch streamer, is a professional leech who made his career through hanging around and trading sexual favors with more famous people like Ice Poseidon, and then proceeded to abuse the loneliness of Redditors to get himself on the front page.
We're dating. He's my boyfriend. I'm his girlfriend.
Don't tell the chat till the end, let them suffer.
Breaking news.
I mean, look at this. Look at the chat. This is gay. After this Asian girl, Maya, started getting too old, he abandoned her for a small, malnourished Vietnamese boy called Emaru, who became his new official cock servant. These Twitch streamers are fucked up. These Twitch streamers are running like a Salo-esque operation. Now, Mizkif has been exposed before for this sort of thing. A couple years ago, he had covered up the sexual assault of Adriana Lee, who was groped whilst unconscious by one of Mizkif's best friends. This was blasted into the public eye by Trainwreck's notorious drug user during a gambling debate. And then Pokemon and Hassan and all these other Twitch streamers, they had to pretend that they didn't know about this. They didn't know about any of this the whole time.
Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail me like you did
What?
those girls to cover up those sexual assaults, you fucking scumbag piece of shit? You want to
What
come at
the
me and make
fuck?
shit up? Then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure. I'm lost.
I don't even. Holy shit.
Then after this story came out to the public and the big streamers started reacting to it, suddenly all of the witnesses of Adriana's molestation, who just so happened to be small streamers, they suddenly all changed their minds. Actually, she wasn't molested the whole time. He was actually just touching her neck, and they all missaw what happened. Very interesting. They still kicked him from the org, though, even though he didn't do anything wrong. Look, I'm not saying that these people were paid off, but that is exactly what I'm saying. So Miskiff paid a lawyer to investigate himself, and they said he didn't do anything wrong. So all the streamers who were just calling him a rapist immediately reversed course.
All right, and this was about Trainwreck's bombshell tweet, now totally debunked, about Mizkif and I forget whoever else.
Whatever happened there.
One of the streamers covering for him was actually Emaru, so in the business, this is what we would call a karmic rape. Based on the Indian karma system, rape is good. Boom! Emaru makes a video. First allegations, Mizkif raped me. I was sitting in my bedroom, crying my eyes out, just generally, you know, no specific reason. I am a woman. Suddenly, Mizkif comes charging in. He instantly shoves his hands directly down her pants. His fingers were inside of her pussy. She screams, and Mizkif jumps up like a cat. My bad. Then he just kind of leaves. Mizkif is many things. Rapist, gay rapist. But you cannot say that he isn't driven. This guy is willing to literally kill himself for the sake of tormenting this malnourished boy. After he was denied entry to the Mr. Beast gooning games in favor of another pedophile, he was so furious. He was so furious that he traveled down the highway at 150 miles per hour screaming about how he was going to kill himself, and through his death, his soul would curse Mr. Beast for eternity. This man also threw bottles of unknown liquid and Nokia bricks at his girlfriend's face, giving her black eyes. Then other people come out. They start blasting out allegations. They're saying he's going to parties and grabbing women by the face like Broly. They're saying he's a zero in the sack. They're saying he's physically ugly. This guy's busy as shit. This is what he does in a day. Stream, punch the wall, stream, beat my girlfriend, stream, rape. That's a lot of work in a day. When faced with serious allegations like this, most people would approach the situation calmly, diplomatically, constructing a sophisticated response. Mizkif instead decided to initiate his demon mode.
There is no holding back. Who cares anymore? I will expose everything about every person that you've ever known, and it is time to go full demon time.
All the rapists and the pedophiles I've been defending for the last 10 years, I'm about to expose them. Yeah. That's right, I'm kind of like the hero in this situation. This could very well be the worst ever response to an allegation I've ever seen in my life. There's so much to this. He keeps trying to like fake cry in the middle of his statements, and then just gives up a second in.
There is no holding back.
And it is time to go full demon time.
And it is time to go full demon time.
And it is time to go full demon time.
I mean, the meter burn on that move is crazy. He needs to work on that one. Cute Cinderella, she can blast it out for like an hour straight. Mizkif barely lasts 2 seconds.
Would come over, would give them what they needed, and I would tell her all the time to take care of them, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits.
He forgot to turn the TTS off whilst he's responding to the rape allegations. Who hasn't been in a situation where they're responding to the rape allegations, but I forgot to turn off the TTS. Oh, they're all spamming N in my chat. So Mizkif's big defense was that Emaru is a rabbit serial killer, and he is a heroic Spider-Man-esque figure. So he would beat the shit out of his girlfriend as revenge for her rabbit's suffering. He didn't do anything to help the rabbits, though.
And my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you."
His brother was like, "This woman is a monster. You cannot marry this temptress." Mizkif said, "You're right." And then he donned his cape, and he beat up Emaru until she left the house. And then 20 minutes later, he was begging for this animal abuser to come back to him. Then he showed a full video recording. Look at the horrible things that the woman of my dreams was up to. Disgraceful. I love her though. She's perfect just the way she is, but she's a fucking bitch. But it wasn't just her disgusting abuse of animals. Oh no. It was also self-defense. You see, yes, he did throw the bottles. And yes, he did throw the mobile telephones directly into her fucking face. But you only heard one side of the story. For she would, in kind, throw clothes and plushies at him.
Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression. We had a doggy door between our rooms, just so we can hide it from everyone else, including my roommates.
I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this perverted puppy play fucking sex shit. Ass to ass, mouth to ass. You made your girlfriend dress up like a dog and come in the doggy door when you wanted to fuck her? Why can't you just do missionary like a normal person? Putting peanut butter on your dick and fucking shit making her suck it off? Disgusting. After all these excuses failed, he moved to the tried and true method. I am severely addicted to drugs. I was using magic mushrooms to fix my brain. I was using steroids to fix my body. This is a great excuse because stupid people who don't know anything about steroids will go,
"Ooh, that is not good." So he admits he had a ton of problems with shrooms, steroids, acid, and all these substances here. And that would explain a lot of the bouts of rage, right? Maybe roid rage, punching holes in the wall.
Small problem with that one. Roid rage doesn't fucking exist. It's a myth. Just think about this logically. Look at Mizkif and the level of steroids he's on. And he's beating his girlfriend and punching holes in walls. Look at a guy like Dorian Yates. This guy should have been crushing his wife like Yujiro. Now let me be clear. I don't want anyone to think that I have anything resembling empathy towards the victim of this crime. Is Mizkif a piece of shit? Yes, of course. Is Emaru a victim? Technically, but I don't pity her. I don't feel bad for her, because I don't view Twitch streamers or women as human beings.
So, most people in life don't ever get to date someone like a Maya Higa or an Emaru. He dated both and fucked them both up.
What is it with the sex play with these fuckers? Shut up about sex, dude. These people are fucked up. I think this guy's mentally disabled, and physically too. That's not an insult. I'm just trying to be a good journalist.
Dude, it's actually crazy.
That to me, why is no one talking about that?
It's not insane. Firstly, both of these women are Asian. Secondly, the guy was a famous streamer. They wanted to be famous streamers. Easiest way to do that, fuck your way to the top. You can call me sexist, but you know that's what you did with Hassan Piker. All of these people are part of something called the Poggers community. Now, back in 2020, you basically couldn't be a big streamer unless you were willing to trade sexual favors with the Poggers community. They're sort of like a miniature, albeit more sexually delinquent Hollywood. All you kids, you young cats, you wouldn't know. You know, but I remember good old Uncle Bunjeeee. I was there. Your Uncle Bunjeeee? He was there watching. Pokimane was a horny old bitch. Pokimane was like a rutting deer. She was fucking everything. If you went into the streamer house, by Job, you would have thought the damn Ghostbusters had let Slimer loose. You would have thought there was a fastly approaching 40-year-old woman coming everywhere. She was getting men to like come outside her door and jack off outside of her room. She was texting a guy like, "Oh, I bet you want to come in here, don't you? Ooh, I bet you want to come in here and fucking jizz all over my fucking tits, don't you?" God, it was crazy, but I'm getting hard just thinking about it, you know what I mean? Basically, Emaru and Maya were covering for Mizkif for years in order to maintain their place in the social clique. They only turn on him now because, you know, YouTube and Kick have essentially eclipsed Twitch in the streaming world, so having a Poggers membership card is essentially fucking worthless. I remember these people did everything in their power to fuck over streaming competition in its infancy in order to defend their perverted sex communion. Pokimane was putting out videos being like, "Streaming on Kick is really morally bad. Only evil people stream on Kick." You really have to think about your gay audience.
Sapnap, I'm just gonna say, like, frankly, the majority of Sapnap's demographic is LGBTQIA+, Jewish.
When IShowSpeed was coming up, he was like 16 years old. Every time he had a slightly edgy moment, these grown adults who spend their free time playing Pin the Cocky on Tiny Tim, they'd instantly try and cancel the guy. They'd be like, "This is fucked up. Maybe he should be banned forever." Basically, she earned the rape. Maybe instead of banning IShowSpeed and Jadeon, maybe you should have banned rape from your social circle and this wouldn't have happened. Anyway, Mizkif is suing everyone in Twitch. First paragraph of the lawsuit is literally just hyping him up.
For the past decade, Matthew Rinaldo has been working tirelessly to build a career in the demanding live streaming and content creation field. Rinaldo became one of the most successful creators on Twitch with a following of 2.2 million viewers as of October 2025. He was known for collaborating with other streamers, playing video games, and discussing various issues with his followers and subscribers through Twitch's chat feature. In 2021, he won Best Just Chatting Streamer at the Streamer Awards.
What are you trying to do, collab with the bailiff? You're starting a new streamer house with the jury? And now he's doing TikTok lip syncs outside of courtrooms with wannabe black rapping Asians. Chiggers, if you would. Sort of a societal abomination. But there you go, what do you think about that? That's a nice festive story. Leave a festive comment somewhere. Doesn't have to be here.